Hello, all, and welcome to a truly great story. Why is this story so great, you ask? Well, because it's the story of Great Caesar. And yes, you all may know the story already, but do you actually know the true story of a mighty and powerful Caesar, who is possibly the greatest Caesar who has ever lived? Well, probably not thanks to that salad. I mean, that salad dressing and everything, that was just amazing. And, millions of people love the salad for all the dressings they have in it, and it's so great, and no one can get enough of it. Who else wouldn't love the salad? It's amazing. Oh, sorry, getting off topic. Sorry. It's really hard to think, straight when you have, or when you're on an empty stomach filled with so many holes. Oh, I killed myself. Actually, they did. Well, so this is going to be the story of how a once great Caesar was defeated by people who were jealous of his pure awesomeness. And this will be quite a charming story, so let's get started, shall we? No, it is not like from the movie 300. They said I was cut out from that one because I was too full of myself. But how can someone be so full of something so great and amazing and cool? I don't know. Obviously, the director had different choices. Stupid director. So, it all began on the Ides of March. This great race, the story will take place on the Ides of March. It all began on this great race, kind of like the Braid and the Brood Run Rock, with my good friend Antony running alongside the race. And I told my friend Antony to touch my wife Calpurnia, for if he touched her while he was running the race, he would shake off her sterile course. Or at least that's what she told me when I found out we weren't having a son. So, as Antony was running the race, one of my rogue and many fans told me to beware the Ides of March. Now, I honestly did not believe this fan, because so many people have told me before, why should I be aware of this stuff? Why should I worry about stepping on this crack? Why should I worry about the way the sun looks over my wrinkles? I mean my, glory marks. So, of course, I naturally ignored him. Later on, as the story continues, I find out that Brutus and Cassius, two of my so-called best friends, were plotting against me. Now, Brutus over here, the strong and charming one, who was actually going to be my son's godfather until he broke the deal. He messed up. Oh, anyway. So Brutus, here, he was part of my team. I had spared him once while I was beating this guy named Pompey. Although I think that was just another nickname for something stupid. And now Cassius over here was the one who was trying to trick him. And there's Cassius, all old and wrinkly, little goatee. And he was the one that was trying to convince Brutus to join his side of the conspirators. Now Cassius was determined on changing Brutus over to his side in order to kill me, but Brutus refused. So until then, Cassius decided to play the family card and basically say, "Thou shalt never be as great as thy family was, Brutus, for your ancestors brought down monarchies that were filled with tyrants, and you work at a local subway. And you have not done anything yet." So Brutus, feeling the need to prove himself, decides, you know what? I'm in. I will be part of this rebellion. And Cassius sets his plan into motion. And now all this happened just because Cassius was jealous of my awesome power. See, I had hoped to unite the people of Rome. So after they had made their deal, a few trumpets sounded, announcing my glorious return for the people to come and cherish the ground that great Caesar walks on. For I had a plan. You see, Antony had offered me a crown, and I knew these people would hate me. I mean, they're throwing sticks and tanks at me. Sticks and rocks, I meant. So I had a plan. He would offer me the crown, but I would refuse. He would offer me again, but yet again, I would refuse the crown. For I was smart. I was cunning. And I, great Caesar, knew everything, including the lottery numbers, even though Calpurnius said I was off. So as soon as I returned from winning over the people's hearts and their money, from refusing this great crown, the plan was further set into motion. Later on, Cassius and Brutus say they're seeing signs of guys on fire walking around the streets. Walking through the streets, and how a lion just simply walked by him one day, not even threatening to attack, just minding her own business. It's a great lion. Oh, Caesar is amazing. That's a glorious lion. This is an amazing lion. So, after the omens, they said, no, it's not for us, but for great Caesar. And now I knew that they were wrong, because I love lions. I have always cherished them. I put them in great arenas where they always have plenty of meals. I mean, chew toys. I mean, partners to play with. So, one day, my wife, Calpurnia, has a dream about my fountain being covered in red, with apparently the blood of Caesar staining it. Now, it could be either A, it was that time of the month, or B, more likely, that she was trying to warn me. But, as being the great and powerful Caesar, I knew, my good friend Cassius, so-called, said that they're going to crown me as the true emperor of Rome. Imagine what I've been always dreaming of. Besides becoming a fairy princess, I was going to become king of Rome. Yes! Look how awesome I look in that crown. Yeah, that's charm. Magic. This is so much magic, I can beat my friend Mike. They should nickname me Magic Caesar. Yes, I can copyright that. So, soon after I show up with these thoughts of becoming the greatest king Rome has ever seen, my friends decide, they decide to give me some acupuncture. Now, I thought it was a good idea, but apparently the tools that they were using were a little different from those that they usually use. See, this I thought was just gonna take away the stress. Well, it officially did. And I was peaceful. And then I took a really long nap. But of course, Caesars are awesome like that at their naps. So, I decided, you know what, this is perfect. I'm going to take a nap forever. But, as you know, that does not happen, because I'm speaking to you today. So, finally, after all that nonsense happened and their jealousy, they decided to let my good friend Anthony speak up at my funeral. And he cried a little bit. It was so touching. I couldn't believe he felt that way about me. I mean, he said he loved me. But then, he spoke at my funeral. Oh, great Caesar is not crying. Do not worry. 'Tis the lights. The lights reflecting off my eyes shows off my greatness, that it looks like pure water is forming at the sockets. So he spoke at my funeral and showed me apparently a will I had written. And now I do not recall this will, but I think it is amazing. It decreed that they should get everything I owned, which I never really wrote. But since I'm so amazing, obviously I wrote it, and saying that I am the greatest Caesar there was, and that I would give them everything I owned, from my houses to my artificers, so that they could recreate themselves. total sense. Yes, I am amazing. I'm a genius. So then, everyone in Rome bought it, the suckers. I mean, the loyal citizens. And they chased down Brutus and Antony. And now, for now, my friends, this is where our story leaves us. For Caesar has to retire yet again. I have to take a potty break. Don't worry. I will talk to the president in my Oval Office. But until then, good morrow, kind sirs. And thank you for listening to the story of Caesar.
Thank you.